The seagulls are calling. You take out your iPhone 16e you got from Cricket and use Apple Intelligence to clean up that selfie you just took. It's a good one. You send it to your friends instantly thanks to reliable nationwide 5G. They're totally jealous. Get iPhone 16e for $49.99 when you switch. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new line on the Supreme Unlimited plan. For service charge and tax to its sale. $25 activation fee. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See store for details.
Progressive Insurance knows pets, and one of the biggest differences between people and pets is that we don't eat things off the floor. But dogs definitely will, and it makes them so happy. No matter what it looks like, smells like, or what state of decomposition it's in, we all want to go through life that carefree. And that's also why you should get Progressive Pet Insurance, because they eat things off the floor. So protect your pet from all the questionable life decisions they make. You know where they drink from when you're gone, right? Progressive Casualty Insurance Company.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Progressive. Washington's birthday brings patchy fog before 9 a.m., then mostly sunny with a high near 63. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 39. Looking ahead to Tuesday, more patchy fog is likely before 9 a.m., with a high near 56. Currently, it's 40 and foggy. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel despised the word empty. Empty plates, empty tables, empty stomachs. That's why he made the KFC $5 bowls, like the famous bowl. Creamy mashed potatoes, crispy chicken, corn, gravy, and cheese. Because the only empty the Colonel liked was when you reached the bottom of that bowl. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. 5 KFC bowls for just $5 each.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees.
The new novel, titled DUI Jury Trial, is the true story of 2 lawyers who defend a truck driver who is charged with DUI. If he's convicted, this truck driver faces a lifetime disqualification of his commercial driver's license, which would prevent him from ever driving a truck again. This 3-year legal battle culminates in a courtroom showdown, which involves the testimony of a DUI expert witness. This book, DUI Jury Trial, is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. Chicago defense attorney Mark Schieblo has co-authored the book titled DUI Jury Trial, which is a true story of a DUI case that he defended. The accused was an Illinois truck driver arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. This book contains facts about the case from the date of the arrest up to the jury's verdict, and this nonfiction novel also includes the transcripts from the jury trial itself. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Everybody, welcome to the Community Hour here on WRMN. We hope that you're enjoying this lovely Monday morning. We're seeing a little bit of sun today, which is pretty nice. On my way to work, I left my wallet at home halfway, so I had to go back. I'm like, that was a mistake on my end. So I was a little discombobulated this morning, but I'm into the swing of things. I got my coffee ready. I have this wonderful Nutella that Dino brought, which is awesome. It is crispy wafers. Nutellas are always delicious, so I got my little breakfast here for myself, and I'm ready and set, ready to go for the day, so that's pretty nice. Got some good things coming up here into this week, so we'll talk a little bit about that here. I also do have some things coming up into March. I have a couple different interviews that I've got scheduled for the first half of March, so I'm looking forward to that too. So stay tuned for that. Derek is on vacation this week, well-deserved vacation. He is in the Virgin Islands, so that's pretty cool too. And then my boyfriend's in Curacao, So he took a cruise with his mom to Curacao. That was planned years in advance before I met him. So, because he would have said, well, I would have taken you with. I go, yeah, me too, but couldn't do it. So, but that's A-okay. He's enjoying himself. I am here in the studio broadcasting live, and I hope that you are enjoying this lovely morning today. I want to start off by going through some of the weather and the temperatures, what we're going to be seeing. It's going to be nice. Sunday was a really nice day. I want to give you a little recap on Sunday. Sunday was the first day in a long time that we took our dog Duncan out for a walk. Now, there is a particular forest preserve that I recommend going to. It's called the Burnage Woods Forest Preserve. Many of you in the area probably know where it is. If you just look up, let me see if I can find it here. This is Burnage Woods Park. My goodness me. Let's see if we can find it. This is in Elgin. It's the Burnage Woods Park. It's a 22-acre wooded parcel, and it's located on Banks Drive. So if you've been there before, you know what I'm talking about, Burnage Forest Preserve. It's a nice place to go to walk your pets, your dogs, or maybe even, I don't know if you walk your cats per se, but definitely walking your dogs. We were there on Sunday. It was a little bit mucky outside, but it was really nice temperatures. It felt like in the 50s. I barely even had to wear a jacket. It was so nice. And so my dog Duncan really enjoyed it because he's got to get out and get his walks in, but he won't go in our neighborhood. He'll only go at specific parks. So Burnage Woods Park is one of them here in Elgin. And there were quite a few people out there that were walking their dogs. I'd say I saw a total, maybe about 7 dogs total. So that was pretty nice. There was a couple that were walking, I think 3 or 4 dogs at once. So that was pretty cool to see too. But it was a nice sunny day, a little bit mucky outside, but not too bad. We are going to be seeing the temperatures continuing to be pretty nice, especially for the middle of the week. So let's talk a little bit about that and tell you what we've got here coming up. 64 today is our high. That's what it says here. That's Dino. Yeah, this sounds nice, Dean, doesn't it? Yeah. I gotcha.
Original was like 61 or 62.
Yeah. So that's
but, of course, cooler near the river.
Yeah. Oh, yes, definitely, right? Yeah, so 64 is our high. Now, I got to go outside after work. I think I'm going to take a little stroll. Doesn't that sound nice?
A nice little stroll.
Do you ever do
it's
that?
It's going to get windy. I love it. But you know what? Now that I can walk again, I'm feeling much better. It's I took Carly out for a little bit of a walk around the block.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Saturday was had a rough night, like Friday and a Saturday. But, something happened. I guess I had some kind of arthritic inflammation, for your information.
Oh,
but it was an inflammation in the knee. It was like 3 times the size.
Oh, wow.
It would hit me at like 12:30 in the morning, Friday and a Saturday. So Saturday morning, I guess you call it. And I couldn't move. I couldn't get out. I wanted to go get the ice pack. So like an idiot, what a bozo I am, and I know better, I put the heating pad on it because it gave comfort instead of the ice pack. So now my leg goes from the 3 times to damn near 4, but it calmed down again. As soon as I was able to move around, I put the ice pack on and did what I had to do. I went to the ER to have him check it out because it was really big and it was really concerning me. I couldn't put no weight on it, but I'm all better.
Oh, good.
I know what it is. This weather is definitely helping me.
Yes.
The change in the nice, pleasant weather.
Yep.
So.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I enjoy
really
it too. I enjoy it too.
Not that you asked for any of this, but you put me in front of the mic and this is what happens.
Yeah.
Sue wouldn't let me talk today, so I figured. No, you know what? I hope everybody liked the morning show. Did you hear it all?
I did. Yeah, it's very nice. Yep.
Yeah, it's nice to partner with Sue because she keeps it going just nice.
Yeah.
It's her show. We're her co-host. We're trying to find somebody.
Yeah, I'll do it too. I'm excited. It should be good.
Well, you're going to fill in too. I got this week. I don't know who's. Maybe you'll do next or whatever. Dave T says he's going to come in, and I got a couple of candidates that we're looking at. We got to make sure it's a good fit for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So should be good. All righty.
You have a good day. I'm going to go.
All right. You too.
I'll be around.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. Thank you. So looking at here, 64 is our high for today. Near record high temperatures is what the weather.com website is promoting here. So that's pretty nice. It does drop down to 37 as our low. So it's going to get a little cooler outside. If you want to go for a nice little night walk, that's something my brother and I did last night too. So we went on 2 walks yesterday because we were so happy that it was nice and nice weather out. It wasn't too chilly out. It was a little bit chillier last night, but looks like tonight's going to be a low of 37. Now for tomorrow, a high of 54. It is predicted to be cloudy. So it's going to be cloudier tomorrow than it is today. I know that we're supposed to see a little bit more sunshine coming through in the afternoon. For today, tomorrow is going to be pretty much cloudy. We do see about a 60% chance of some rain that's going to be coming through. And that is a low of 48 degrees. So that's going to be pretty nice in terms of those temperatures, though it is going to rain. But I have to say, I do like the rain in terms of sleepy time. When it's time to go to bed and you hear those thunderstorms, those rain sprinkles, those showers, it's always nice. Some people don't like the rain. I do. I used to never like the rain when I was a kid, sleeping at night. Now I do. I love it. It helps me to fall asleep very nicely. Heading on into Wednesday, a high of 62. We see a few clouds early, otherwise mostly sunny. Slight chance of a rain shower is also predicted coming up for Wednesday, the 18th. We're already at the halfway mark here, over the halfway mark already for the month of February as we hop on into March. It drops down to 33 as our low coming up for Wednesday night. Thursday rolls around, a high of 52 is coming up, partly cloudy skies early, followed by some light rain later in the day. It drops down to 33 as our low coming up, rain early, and then remaining cloudy with some showers late. Rainfall near a quarter of an inch is predicted. That's going to be for Thursday night. For Friday, we see temperatures start to drop. This is a little pocket of time where the temperatures drop here with rain and snow tapering off in the morning. A high of only 39 degrees is in that forecast. We see it dropping down to 25 as our low. It's going to be mainly cloudy for Friday night. And then for this weekend, it's going to be a little bit of a chillier weekend. But then we start to see eventually those temperatures starting to rise a little bit more into the rest of the month for February and into early March. So for Saturday, again, it's a high of 41 with a low of 23. Sunday rolls around. We see a high of 37 with a low of 18. Temperatures dropping pretty low there. And then back up a little bit more for Monday with a low of 21 degrees, but a high of only 35. So again, the weather and temperatures are going to start to drop just a little bit. This whole week is going to be very nice. And then again into Friday, dropping down just a little bit there too. So just wanted to keep you in tune with all that. You can find this and more posted. That's on weather.com. That's weather.com for more information for today's temperatures. You can also check out Editor's Pick, which is a pretty cool news article that the editor or whatever editor is out there on the weather.com website, a part of the Weather Channel, does pick something too. So it tells you a little bit about that. Hey, you've probably been also watching the Olympics, which have been kind of interesting too. But if you want to find that out, there's Jamaica's bobsled team races into 2026 Winter Olympics. There's an interesting article on that, which you can find. That's on weather.com is where you can find all that good information out there, too. The time is 16 past the hour. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on the Community Hour, WRMN. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his CDL, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended the case, and the DUI expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety tests as well as the breathalyzer test. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcript from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Does your car need a shine? At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they make it quick, easy, and spotless every time. And they're open 24/7 for your convenience. Right now, get a free car wash just for joining their text club. Text BRITT to 30400 and enjoy a free car wash. Visit Britain's Touchless Car Wash at 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin or at 555 Willow in West Dundee. Britain's, caring for your car while caring for our community.
Hey Bear fans, want your business heard during every heart-pounding moment of the game? WRMN 1410 is now offering in-game ad spots for Chicago Bears broadcasts. Be part of the action as thousands of die-hard listeners tune in each week. Whether it's a touchdown, a turnover, or a timeout, your message will be right there in the mix. Spots are limited and going fast. Call WRMN 1410 today and score big with in-game advertising that delivers results. WRMN 1410, where Chicago comes to play. Get in the game with the Chicago Bears and WRMN.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids right here in our own backyard are facing hunger every day? Without healthy food, it's harder to grow, to thrive, to feel their best.
The impact when children don't have enough to eat is tremendous because when you're hungry and your basic needs aren't being met, you cannot learn.
Every child deserves to be fed. This is a problem we know how to solve. Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Breakfast in the classroom contributes to kids being more focused, which leads to higher grades, and simply just their well-being.
Thank you! Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
From the pages of the Elgin newspapers of 100 years ago today, these are the headlines brought to you by the Elgin History Museum.
My name is Tricia Grosser, and this is Elgin, February 16th, 1926. The sale of salacious and filthy magazines in Elgin is under investigation, the order having been issued by Mayor Earl R. Kelly this morning. The mayor appointed a special investigator to cull the magazine stands of the city for copies of reported magazines and periodicals of doubtful literary propriety and decency. 11 samples of literature of such character was submitted to the mayor for preliminary examination. The investigator will examine the periodicals and submit a recommendation as to the continuance of their sale in the city. His recommendation will be submitted to the mayor and council. If it is determined that the publications are unfit for juvenile perusal, an ordinance will be adopted by the city council prohibiting their sale here. Some months ago, an effort was made to bring about a halt in the sale of these cheap magazines, the effort being confined to a plea for cooperation from those dealers who at that time handled such literature. The agitation was aroused then by disclosure of the fact that some children of school age were almost habitual readers of such trash. That effort, however, met with failure, and the net result is the determination to halt the sales here through the action of the City Council.
Elgin 100 Years Ago is a presentation of the Elgin History Museum. Be sure to visit the museum located at 360 Park Street in Elgin, open Wednesday through Saturdays 11 to 4. You can also listen to Elgin 100 Years Ago at www.elginhistory.org.
And that is what happened on this day back 100 years ago in Elgin. How cool is that to hear that? Thank you again to Tricia Grosser. And of course, the Elgin History Museum for putting that together. They always do such a phenomenal job, too. And of course, if you want to support the Elgin History Museum, you can go to elginhistory.org for more information. Check out their hours of operation on where you, when you can go in to discover the preservation of Elgin's history. There's so many cool things to see, let me tell you, folks, and they do such a great job with preserving these great artifacts and history makers and movement makers, all that good stuff, right? When it comes to all the rich history. And there's 2 floors of interactive exhibits that you can go to. So they're located at 360 Park Street in Elgin. Their hours of operation are open Wednesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can call their number for more information on those hours of operation at 847-742-4248. Or you can also email them too if you'd like. So that email is available for you. You can check out the site map. You can check out different email lists too. So, and I mean different email lists, meaning they have multiple ones. So if you are interested, you can sign up for their emails and they have different selections for you. So you can choose either the EHM Central Interest, which is just all general information about the History Museum. They also have history or interests on Nancy Kimball Cobblestone House events, any updates to it, things like that. You can sign up for those emails. They also do have Dairies to Prairies, so all things related to, of course, the farming and also the dairy industry in Elgin. History on that, little tidbits, things like that, any upcoming events that they have, trivia nights, things like that that relate to that. Bluff City Cemetery Walk, they have updates on that too, so you can sign up for their email lists on that. They have Project 231 and also the Hispanic Heritage Project too. So any of those interests, you just hover over and click on them. They're at the bottom of the page. If you're watching on our YouTube page, you can find it under sign up for emails at the bottom of the page, and you can click on those different interests, see which ones you like. Put in your email address, you can put in your first and last name, and then subscribe to them and select which ones you might be interested in. So it's really good to do if you didn't know that you could do that. So feel free to check that out. And again, that's elginhistory.org. That's elginhistory.org for more information. Let's see what's happening here locally in the Fox River Valley area for some fun things to enjoy. Well, today is President's Day. Happy President's Day, everybody. So I know a lot of the kids are out of school today. Yes, lots of schools are closed for President's Day, as it is considered a holiday there. This President's Day holiday, you can enjoy a winter day having fun in the Elgin area. This was recently a post made by exploreelginarea.com. You can check out all of their favorite kid-centered places to visit. Remember, the kids are off school today. Now, of course, if you want the kids to just sit at home, do something fun with the family, you can. Or if you want them to get out and do something enjoyable in the community, here are some great options for you. There is the Center of Elgin, which is at 100 Symphony Way right here in downtown Elgin. They have lots of great fun activities that you can join in with for all ages too, but especially if kids want to do that. There's also the Hawthorne Hills Nature Center. They have quite a few events that are coming up, especially into the spring and in the summertime. You'll see a lot of those nature centers around the Fox River Valley area and the Elgin area, opening up more opportunities for you to explore what's in the area, especially in nature, as the weather gets nicer. Like I said, on yesterday, we took our dog Duncan for a walk at the Burnage Forest Preserve. So that was nice. We hadn't been there in a while just because of the cold temperatures. So it was nice that he was able to get his walk in, because he definitely needed it. He gained a little bit of weight. We had him measured the other day, but it's okay. It's hibernation season, and he's a healthy dog, so that's good. But yes, there's tons of things that you can do. They have the rock climbing wall at the center of Elgin, which is really cool to use. I haven't used it in a long time. I used to do the rock climbing when I was a very little kid. This was pre-radio days, when I was just like 5 or 6 years old, and I would always be able to climb all the way to the top, no problem. I was a little monkey myself when it came to climbing. Let's see some other things here too. There is the St. Charles Area Chamber of Commerce recently posted that their office is closed today for the President's Day holiday, but they will resume regular business hours tomorrow on the 17th. So some of those different offices are going to be closed today, so I encourage you check those out on local websites too. You can also check out City of Elgin, excuse me, on their Facebook page and see any of those, if there's any closings around the area there too. You can find that on their Facebook page. So you can find all those different postings. I know that the city, we had the mayor on. It was over the last week. We had him on talking about the city advancing the downtown redevelopment at 61 to 65 South Grove. You've been seeing those metal pieces that have been holding the building up. That is for renovation, and they're going to actually start advancing that now too. So you'll start to see that in the area. If you want to read that article, you can find it. It's posted onto their Facebook page, or you can also go to elginil.gov, where you can read the full story on the advances for the redevelopment. Again, also a reminder too, those meetings do come up. That is the city council meetings every second and fourth Wednesday of the month. We're so glad that now we have Mayor Dave Captain on the second and fourth Thursdays of the month. to discuss with us what those meetings covered and what are some of those questions that you might have. So the phone lines will be open on those times during the 11 o'clock hour. That is the second and fourth Thursday of every month. During the Out to Lunch show for the first hour of the Out to Lunch show for second and fourth Thursdays, you'll be able to call in if you have any questions or make comments too. We want to make sure that you have the ability to be able to have those questions answered as best as possible too. But feel free to reach out as well too. You can go to elginil.gov for more information. Let's see what else is coming up here. What's your favorite place for a glass of wine? Explore Elgin Area writes on Facebook. Well, they want to hear from you. They're asking people to share your recommendations on the top 5 places for a flavorful wine. The top 5 places in the Elgin area. I do like a nice red blend glass of wine. I would say definitely Jimmy's Char House has some good wine pieces that you can check out. Artistic flair to them too. There's lots of other places around the area that you can check out. There's, again, many different local communities in the Fox River Valley area that do offer businesses that have wine. I mean, all the way from, here in Elgin to the village of Burlington, Sleepy Hollow, Bartlett, village of East Dundee and West Dundee, South Elgin, Pingree Grove, all around the area. There's some good places that you can go to. So definitely check them out. They also have good red wine at Nico's in Pingree Grove, which is, I think they're still closed for some renovation right now. But that's a place that my good friend Charlie and I like to go to. If not there, then it's a couple doors down at Hart's Garage is a good place too. So they've got some pretty good cocktails there also. Coming up next, we've got more info on what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. Stay tuned for more here on this fantastic Monday. And we'll be back with more here on the Community Hour, WRMN. So stay tuned for more as you're listening to the Voice of the Valley and the Talk of the Town. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Illinois lawmakers have proposed raising the state's minimum wage to $27 an hour by 2032. The plan would begin with incremental increases starting July 1st of this year, if approved. The Illinois Department of Employment Security says 1099-G tax forms are now available for people who received unemployment benefits in 2025. Claimants should receive an email notice or a copy by mail. Forms can also be accessed through an IDES online account or by calling TeleServe. The first practice date for the 2026 Illinois high school football season is moving up to August 5th. The IHSA says member schools approved the change by vote Friday. Players must still complete 12 days of on-field practice before they are eligible to compete in their first game. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel made his $10 Tuesday bucket so full with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders that it might just last you till Wednesday, if you've got that kind of self-control. I mean, some people want leftovers. Others are more into right nowers. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal with KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Chuck McDowell here again. Over the years, I've seen way too many timeshare exit companies pop up, take folks' money, and disappear. I just saw an ad from an exit company started by a couple of bozos that used to work for me. My advice, don't hire bozos I fire. Want out of your timeshare? I'll send you our free timeshare exit info kit explaining your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free kit, 800-329-3737. That's 800-329-3737.
Get ready for an unforgettable night out in downtown St. Charles at O-Shows, where live music, dining, and entertainment come alive. Visit the iconic Arcada Theater at 105 East Main Street and experience the venue voted Chicagoland's premier entertainment destination. Whether you're enjoying a headliner concert, dining at Rock and Ravioli, or hitting the speakeasy at Club Arcada, O-Shows creates memories. Tickets and event info at oshows.com. And you can call 630-962-7000. That's 630-962-7000. Make your reservation, bring your friends, and plan your next event at O-Shows. Live music, dining, and entertainment, all in one place. Visit oshows.com and join the fun tonight. Supporter of the America's First Responder Fest.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Today, patchy fog before 9 a.m., then mostly sunny with a high near 63. This afternoon, mostly clear skies with a low around 39. Tonight, patchy fog after midnight, leading to mostly cloudy conditions. Looking ahead to Tuesday, more patchy fog expected with a high near 56. Currently, it's 41 and foggy. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I took the gas hose out of my car's tank. Ooh, not smart. And I drove off while still attached to pump number 3.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
And welcome back, folks, to your local community hour here on WRMN. This is Matt McNeil continuing on to take you into this segment the rest of the day here for the morning. We hope that you are enjoying your lovely Monday morning here. I wanted to do a little bit of a recap coming up, or not so coming up, but what happened over on Friday. On Friday, we had some very great shows, as we always do. Friday, we did have, of course, the life experiences with William Pellerino. He had back on again, family lawyer, Debbie Cohen. She was back on again with us for the third time here on WRMN. We always love having her as a guest. So if you want to watch that video, it has been posted onto our YouTube channel, and you can find it on youtube.com/WRMN radio if you want a little bit of a recap on what happened over the weekend there too, or closer to the weekend on that Friday. So Debbie Cohen is an attorney. She discussed divorce and inheritance. We also had Dino's Night Out, which you can find, of course, also under the Dino's Night Out playlist. We had, of course, Tom Holbrook on with us again here. We even had Jeff Myers on with us as well to talk about, of course, all things Bozo the Clown once again, which is always cool to see. And, you know, it's interesting, too, when people share their own stories about their experiences when it came to watching Bozo the Clown when they were a young kid on their TV, whether it was in color or black and white, or even, of course, going to the shows and how you had to buy those tickets in advance, many years in advance at times, too, because it was, it would take so long to get into the lineup of being able to go even. So it's cool to hear those stories and to see the history that's been preserved and to hopefully pass it down to people who might be interested in the near future. So that's great. So, of course, you can find more information posted that is on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/WRMN radio. If you want to hit that subscribe button, you can. Let us know if you have any suggestions for us. You can also text us at 505-926-1410. Now, I wanted to discuss this with you. As you know, the weather is getting nicer. We're getting looking forward to the springtime. It's coming up to nicer, sunnier days. I know we're going to start to see a little bit of some temperatures eventually dropping into the weekend. but keep your eye on the prize and the horizon for the next couple of days because temperatures are getting up into the 60s. So that's pretty nice, like it is supposed to do today. So if you want to plan your summer early, there is a flash sale that's going on right now. The Village of South Elgin recently posted this, that summer fun starts early. You can mark your calendars for a one-day flash sale that is coming up tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Now, this flash sale is for the Barracuda Bay Water Park, which at the time was, which is what it is now, but formerly it was the Bartlett Aquatic Center. This is where you can save 15% off season pass, one day only. And this is tomorrow from 9 until 4:30 p.m. is when that is. So if you want to get involved in this sale, you can purchase your passes online at southelgin.com/registration or in person at South Elgin Village Hall. That's from 9 until 4 o'clock. That's coming up tomorrow. And hey, you know what? The time flies when you're having fun, when you're doing so many things. The time flies when you get older. And so summer will be here before you know it. So don't forget to grab those passes and dive into that fun. So that's coming up here. Wanted to share that information with you. This is for the Barracuda Bay Water Park. And it's coming up Tuesday, February 17th, lowest price of the season, that 15% off. So if you want to get in on that, you can. It does tell you, of course, the early bird season pass, which is available March 1st through till April 30th, and the pass types that they have available for you too. So again, that flash sale is going to be coming up tomorrow is when that'll be. That'll be tomorrow from 9 until 4. So again, you can go online to register for that, or you can also stop by their building too. Coming up tomorrow. If you go to the Village of South Elgin's website, you can find more information on how to register on there too. I think you do need a username and password to register. You might not though, but I do believe you might have to. Some other things that are coming up here too, you know it, the Olympics are going on and pretty strong too. Well, the Aurora Public Library is having an event coming up Sunday, February 22nd, and it's the Baby Winter Olympics. This sounds like a really fun time for the young kids to do something fun. This is downtown Aurora. Time to go for the Goo Goo Gold. The Baby Olympics are crawling into town at the Aurora Public Library. That's at the Santori Library at 101 South River Street. And these tiny athletes are ready to waddle their way to victory. So they're going to be having some winter-themed games for the kids, ages 0 to 3, with their MVP caregivers. It's Sunday, February 22nd, and it starts at 2:20 until 3:15 p.m. So it's a little bit of a short window there, but it's a fun activity for the babies and for you as the adults too to enjoy. Free tickets available 30 minutes prior at the children's desk. This is where you can swing through the downtown, support local, and cheer on Aurora's littlest gold medalists. May the fastest crawler win. So it's a crawling competition that they're having. That is so cute. And that's coming up. That's in Aurora at the Santori Library. I think that would be fun to watch that. That would be really cute. So that's Sunday, February 23rd. So it's coming up this Sunday. And that's from 2:30 until 3:15 p.m. Let's see some other things coming up here too. There is an update on a Zumba class. So if you are a member of the Zumba class, Zumba with Lisa, there is no Zumba classes this week on Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday. But classes will resume on Saturday, February 21st at 9 a.m. So that's just a note that was posted by the Village of South Elgin. They also recently posted too, of course, trash and recycling collection will remain on regular schedule this week. Even though that the village administrative offices are closed today in recognition of President's Day, trash and recycling collection will remain on regular schedule this week for the Village of South Elgin. So I just wanted to put that information out there for you so that you knew that too. And you can follow their Facebook page as well. That's Village of South Elgin on Facebook, or also check them out on their website. As a reminder here as well, Villages of Algonquin, the village offices are also closed today in observance of the holiday. Normal business hours will resume tomorrow, February 27th. February 17th. Groot collection will operate as usual this week For convenience, access to online services, you can go to their website. So again, a lot of those village offices are closed today just because it is President's Day today. Don't forget, also coming up tonight, it is $1 Movie Mondays. That's at 7 p.m. tonight, and that is going to be at Paramount Theater. They always have it every Monday. It's $1 movie night, and they're going to be playing the Disney Pixar film Soul. Joe is a middle school band teacher whose life hasn't quite gone the way he expected. His true passion is jazz, but when he travels to another realm to help someone find their passion, he soon discovers what it means to have soul. So the tickets can be bought at the door with cash only. It's just $1 for the movie. That's fantastic, especially if you've never seen the movie before, or if this is maybe a favorite of yours and you want to experience seeing it again in the movie theater for just $1. That sounds like a really good deal. And of course, you can also get popcorn too. So you save a little extra money. You save quite a bit of money there, actually. So maybe you can splurge a little bit more on the food if you'd like. Concessions are available for purchase. And also credit and debit cards are accepted there too. So if you're always kind of like, I don't want to spend too much money on the food. I really want to get a little extra stuff, but I know the ticket prices can be a little bit much. But with it being Classic Movie Mondays for just $1, you can then utilize those concessions to your heart's desire, right? If I did this, I definitely would be like, hey, you know what? If you've got regular food there too, popcorn's great, but if you've got regular food like a burger or a sandwich or something like that, I'm going to take advantage of that. Some movie theaters even have coffees, which is always fun too. Drink a cup of coffee. I mean, you can even get a nice steak dinner. There's a place, I think it's out in Batavia. There's a movie theater. I can't remember what it's called, but I know that you can get like a nice steak dinner and a glass of wine and watch a movie, which is pretty fancy, if I do say so myself, compared to how movie theaters used to be back in the 1920s. Let's see what else is going on here. Be sure to register early for this popular springtime event. The Village Squire is having their Breakfast with the Bunny event. That's at the South Elgin location. That's coming up March 28th, and it's from 9 until 10:30 a.m. You can visit their website at southelgin.com/registration for more information. And this is a great way to get the kids out and do something fun, especially for Easter. Everyone will get a chance for a picture with the bunny. There's also going to be goodies available too. You can also enjoy those breakfast fixins. This is coming up at 480 Randall Road in March. Now, the cost is $18 for residents and $26 for non-residents per person. So it's an extra $10 for non-residents. So to register, you go to their website at southelgin.com/registration to register online. The deadline is March 9th, which is going to be coming quicker than you think because the time always seems to fly pretty quickly. Taking a look at the time, it is 45 past the hour. We'll take another quick time out. When we come back, we'll continue on talking more about what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. I wanted to touch base a little bit with the State Street Market shops, and I'm seeing some pretty cool pictures of some cool items I'm eyeing. I know that Steve Thorne probably would be too. So we'll talk about that and more coming up in just a bit. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Since 1960, Fox Valley Fire and Safety has been dedicated to caring for our customers and protecting our community. What began in a family basement with just 2 employees has grown into a team of more than 300, supported by nearly 200 service vehicles. But our mission has never changed. We're here to keep the people and businesses we serve safe. Our service technicians are available 24/7, 365 days a year across Northern Illinois, because your safety can't wait. To learn more, visit foxvalleyfire.com or call 847-695-5990. A proud member of the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, supporting the local business community.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
Welcome back, folks, to the Community Hour here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town. We hope that you are enjoying this lovely morning today here on WRMN. So, of course, your day is continuing on. We've got some fun things coming up here that we're going to be talking about, so stay tuned for that here on WRMN. And we've got only about roughly 8 minutes left here before we kick it off to our WRMN news segment. So stay tuned for that, of course. Let's see what else we've got here going on locally in the Fox River Valley area. We've been talking about this too. National Water Trail through Kane County is in operation right now, which again, it just means that they're promoting here celebration of America's 250th year with the fabulous Fox River Valley water trails that are around the area too. Many great places that you can hike, bike, run, walk, roll, or paddle your way through 75, 125, or 250 trail miles. Now, I've been promoting this. I promoted it last week too, but if you go to the City of Elgin's website, you can find a map of all of the Fox River Valley trails, or Fox Valley trails, all trails around the along the Fox River. But you can also find different bike trails, hiking trails, running trails around the area. They have them color-coded. I did show it last week too, so you can also find that video posted on YouTube if you go back into the stream. But that's available on their website too. That's elginil.gov is the website to go to check out their information. You also still have time, of course, to celebrate America's 250th birthday with the Elgin History Museum's display that's located at the Gail Borden Public Library. They've got their beautiful carriage, the horse and carriage on display there, which of course is authentic, not the horse, of course, not the horse, of course, but the actual carriage is really, really cool. And it looks like it's almost like in its original form with the original paint too. I think maybe the words below Old Ludwig Prop Butter and Buttermilk, number 2. I think maybe that's been repainted, but it might have all been repainted and refurbished too. But nonetheless, still, of course, those wheels look original. The cart looks original, which is cool to see that history in full format in play. So you can find that. That is at the Gail Borden Public Library in their main lobby area. They also have a whole list along their on their left side of the wall there. When you walk in towards behind the staircase, they have a whole section of different histories that are part of Elgin. So it's cool to look at that too. And it's a great way to get a little sneak peek into the Elgin History Museum as well before going. So we encourage you to check that out. Coming up February 16th, Mardi Gras is coming up at the Chicago Street Poorhouse. This is going to be the 16th through till the 18th. Now, what are they going to be having here? Well, of course, they're going to be having some voodoo chicken. Oh, boy. You get a chicken sandwich with fries. They have their shrimp po' boy with fries. They have their hurricane drink for $8 and their dogfish head Grateful Dead IPA for $6 too. And again, you can find this coming up. Kicking off Mardi Gras with amazing specials featuring bold New Orleans flavors and festive favorites that you don't want to miss out on. So come celebrate with them. Wear purple and green and gold. Definitely sparkle it up a bit to enjoy these great meals with true New Orleans flair. Absolutely love it. So that's coming up February 16th. That is starting today through till the 18th till 10 p.m. with those specials. So check them out. That's at the Chicago Street Poorhouse, located at 1350 East Chicago Street. You can also check out Bingo Mondays at the Assembly. This is the Assembly American Bar and Cafe. That's a great place to get their burgers and also their garlic. Their garlic steak is really good there too. Bingo Mondays at the Assembly starts tonight at 6 p.m. and it goes until 8 p.m. Now, the progressive jackpot prize is up to $10,000, and this is hosted by Atomic Bingo. And that's every Monday, and that is, again, from 6 until 8 p.m. is when that is. So if you want to check it out, they've got them available. They even have select appetizers on special coming up tonight, too. Also tonight at the Eastside Cafe here in East Dundee, there is a Community Sounds Soups and Sourdough event. It's held every third Monday at 6 p.m. Now you can join them for a calming, heart-centered sound meditation designed to restore balance, ease stress, and nourish the spirit. Also, all are welcome, whether this is your first sound bath or part of your monthly self-care practice. It's a moment of peace for the mind, body, and soul. So if you want to check it out, that's going to be at the Eastside Cafe, Coffee and Wine Bar. You can find them at 311 Barrington Avenue, located in East Dundee. So check them out for more information. That's at exploreelginarea.com. Dutch and West here in Elgin at Foothill Road also has their Monday bingo. So that's another great time to play some bingo, possibly win some fun prizes. And food and drink specials will also be available tonight. That's coming up tonight at the Dutch Inn West at 6:30 p.m. and it runs until 8:30 p.m. Tomorrow on Tuesday, 7 until 3 p.m., Sweetberry Cafe, located in South Elgin, is having their Mardi Gras, which is another great opportunity to get some good New Orleans feastings. Banana and brown sugar cakes they're going to be having. Creole breakfast, crawfish, etouffee. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's French. It's fancy. Fancy. Crawfish. Jambalaya breakfast bowl, hot honey chicken hash. They've got a whole list of good things. Pot roast and eggs. That sounds pretty good. Actually, that sounds really appetizing. And it's only at the Berry, it says. Quality matters. Check them out. You can even download the Sweetberry Cafe app, which sounds great. Village Choir never disappoints. They've got their Mardi Gras specials coming up tomorrow, the 17th. That's from 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. You can enjoy some great food, festive flavors, and the perfect excuse to gather with family and friends. They've got their spicy jambalaya that's coming up, Farmer Fran's Cajun Mac, Louisiana Cajun Pasta. I've had that before. Delicious. Louisiana Cajun Pasta. They had something like that at Al's Cafe. It was really good. A little bit of a spice to it. And then they also have their French Quarter Po' Boy sandwich too, which is grilled Cajun shrimp. All this stuff sounds great. Lots of things coming up for Mardi Gras. And in the lovely village of Burlington, Fat Tuesday, as we know, is coming up tomorrow. And they have their Art and Alma's Supper Club Saloon Fat Tuesday event. Art and Alma's is a great place to go to also. Get down with them and let the good times roll. They're going to be having wild gator cakes, which are their swamp cakes. They've got their New Orleans shrimp, classic gumbo, oysters on a half shell. That's their appetizers. Entrees include their fried catfish, Cajun ribeye. They've got their grits, shrimp and grits as well. You can also enjoy their beignets, classic New Orleans style with powdered sugar, and banana Fosters. Folks, Fat Tuesday is coming up tomorrow. It's going to be a fun time. I think tomorrow on the Out to Lunch show, I'm going to have to maybe pull up some Fat Tuesday recipes for the Mardi Gras there. Maybe do a little Foodie Friday a little earlier. We'll do a double Foodie Friday because it's Fat Tuesday. Maybe we'll pull up some cool recipes there coming up tomorrow. Stay tuned for more. Up next, we have our WRMN 10 o'clock news segment here on WRMN, and then we are followed by Out to Lunch. I'll be talking about some fun things, including a good conversation story of the day. So stay tuned for that and more here on WRMN, and we'll be back with more in just a bit.